What's going on, Coach Pop? It's your boy Jose Fuego Ortiz, and we back with another Out of the Shoe Coach podcast. Oh my God, y'all. The game is over. Another season opener and another loss. Good God Almighty, man. Y'all seen the game like I seen the game. The score seemed a lot closer than what the game actually was. But good God, am I frustrated? I'm mad. I'm upset. It's like, why? Why can't we just win the first game? Doesn't matter. Like, I just want to feel good. I just want to get a win for a season opener. I don't care if it's home. I don't care if it's an away game. Can we just win one? And I know this kind of sets the tone. But man, setting the tone on the wrong foot again. Again, but we looked good. I mean, well, we looked okay. We looked okay. Okay, we looked okay for it to be a semi bad performance by some people, and us only losing by two. That's okay. That's okay for me in my books. Well, let's get into it, man. Let's get into the game. Shout out to Houston, Texas, man. They won. They when they needed the passes, Nico Collins once again showed up, showed out, and made the catches when he needed to make the catches. Once again, he has 100 yards on us. Once again, he catches another deep ball on us, the same deep ball that he scored the touchdown on. But we improved on that one. He still caught it. He still caught it. But at least we had some defenders on his ass this time. Good God Almighty. And Nixon, or Mixon, uh, they ran the ball 30 times. He had 100+ yards on us. And when I say plus, I'm not talking about like 102. I'm talking about like 150. Man, I might be wrong on that, but he had 100. Let me, as a matter of fact, he had 159 yards on us with a touchdown. Nico Collins had 100 yards. Stephon Diggs had 33 yards, but 2 touchdowns. When you got the main wideout with 100 yards and your running back with 100+ yards, and then somebody else that you just bought in to be the number one, and he has 2 touchdowns. Ugh, just like with those stats, you're supposed to win the game. You're supposed to win the game with those stats. And it's not that we was trash, but man, clearly they just ran the ball down our throat. To include throwing the ball. Because there's no way that you run the ball down our throat, but you still have a receiver that has 100 yards and say, oh, well, they wasn't throwing everywhere. They sure was. So Anthony Richardson, 9 for 19, 212 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. And that INT came on the wrong time. That INT came at the wrong time, man. We had the momentum. It was about to be right after half. Like, even if we just got the first down, maybe we get the field goal and we go into the half just a little bit closer, feeling a little bit better. But no, INT happens. Oh, man. He had his moments, though. Out here showed up, showed out. Said, I'm still here. I'm still here. Alec Pierce had 3 catches. Two of them were those deep bombs that y'all seen, and one was a touchdown, and then the other one was a small short pass. But he let it be known. He was catching them jump balls. That second one was jump ball. Yeah, he got that. Let us down the field. That's what I'm talking about. Allen Doolin. Well, Allen. Austin Doolin, welcome back. Caught that ball up the cross. Bam. Took it to the house. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you, that throw, boy, I was like, oh, shit, that might be an INT. But look, he got it in that window, and it was, see ya. Like, we had some momentum going for us, man. The pump block. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. We got the ball back and scored. Boom, just like that. But then they answered right back. Man. And on that last drive, man, we went down there. We went down there. And I seen it. I seen it in AR's eyes. Like we're gonna score. He put the ball in his hand. He was like, oh, give me that. Took that hit and carried that person into the end zone. Touchdown. We down by 2 again. Couldn't stop him, man. We couldn't stop him. Like, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Because we came out on fire. And then after that, it seemed like we couldn't get a third down for almost 2, 3, 4 possessions. And then they started Anthony Richardson doing some run plays again. And we started going down there. And then he threw the INT. And then he missed two shots to AD Mitchell. There was one of them when he was wide open on the right. The other one, he just missed him on the left. And the passes he was throwing to Pittman, 2 of them almost got intercepted. I was like, ooh, boy. JT Money was in the building. 48 yards and a touchdown. Anthony Richardson had more rushing yards than him. Anthony Richardson had 56 rushing yards. So I don't know what the game plan was. I don't know what it was. Don't know. It didn't work because clearly we lost. But we was in the fight, man. We was in the fight. But a loss is a loss, and that's it. We start the year off with a loss just like we have done in the past, man. And it sucks. And I hate it. And I don't like it. Don't. And I'm a little frustrated. But the game showed some highlights, man. It showed that, he's still here. He's still gonna play like himself. He's still gonna run the ball. He's still gonna take the hits a little bit. And he could throw the ball. Does he still have to work on his accuracy? Yeah, he does. But he showed y'all the highlights. And when he's on and that ball looks pretty coming out of his hands going for 40, 50, 60 yards, it's possible touchdown every time. Possible touchdown every time. And JT Money wasn't no slouch. You wasn't. Just the number wasn't called as much. That's all it was. That's all it was, man. Defense. I see you, Taekwon. I see you, Big Row. I see you pay with the sacks. I see y'all. Latu. I seen him, but I didn't see him really frustrating some people. Maybe 1 or 2 plays. But what I did see was he was causing some people to be offside. So I guess that's a plus too. Hey, knock him back 5 yards without even doing nothing, but just making them being aware of your presence or what you're gonna do or what you may be doing. So that's definitely a plus, man. Definitely a plus in my eyes, man. Good job with the kicker, man. Good job, special teams. Not an extra point miss, and not a field goal miss. So good job on that. Other than that, man, there's work to do. There's work to do for the Colts, but there's promise, and there's some good things. There's some good things, man. It's good to see Doolin out there, man. It's good to see him out there. Good to see him out there. And let me tell you, AD Mitchell, boy, he was putting low key, he was putting the skates on people. I don't know if it was him putting the skates and the moves on people or it was just misreads, but man, that one on the right side, he was wide open. And the one on the left side, he came up, did a cut to the inside, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be to the house. And it just missed him, man. It just missed him. Oh man. My apologies, y'all. It's a tough loss, man. It's a tough loss. I wanted just like y'all, I wanted them to win. I wanted them to win this game because we lost the last game to them. And they lose by 2 points now. It's like ugh, right there. Like right there. That INT doesn't happen and we get 3 points right there, we win by 1. If everything else goes as it did, minus that, and we get the 3 points, we win by 1, man. But this is where we at. On to Green Bay next week in Lambeau Field with possibly no Jordan Love and their quarterback position. So let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Houston, the only team in the AFC South that won today. So they just sitting up there by themselves. So at least, they're first and everybody else is in second. I guess that's a plus. I guess not, man. But just a quick little reaction video, man. I know y'all frustrated. I know that I'm frustrated, man. But look, man, we're gonna be here till the fat lady sings, and ain't nobody singing at all. It's the first game. Not too bad, man. Not too bad, but a loss is a loss. And we're gonna take it. And we're gonna pack up our stuff. We're gonna get back to practice. We're gonna get back to hitting the pads. We're gonna get back in the room. We're gonna study these plays, and we're gonna come up with something else. And that's it. This is Jose Fuego Cheese, man. Y'all stay blessed, man. Out of the shoe. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. You know I do this for the humble. Peace. I'm out of here.